I'm Will Hunter, and you're watching Fake Leaf coverage on the Fake Sports Network. Welcome back, Fake Sports fans. After an overtime win in Game 2 against the Blues, the Leafs head to St. Louis for Game 3 with a 2-0 series lead. So let's have a look at the lineups and then get into the game. Playing for St. Louis on the first line is Nikolai Ehlers, Macklin Celebrini, and Dave Keon. On the second line is Cole Perfetti, Dylan Cousins, and Ken Hudge Sr. On the third line is Woody Dumart, William Karlsson, and Stefan Yell. And on their fourth line is Willie O'Ree, Boone Jenner, and Drew O'Connor. On defense, on the first pair is Ryan McDonough with Serge Savard. On the second pair is Craig Hartsburg with Brian McCabe. And on their third pair, Simon Edvinsson with Matt Crozier. Starting in net is Philip Gustafsson with Dwayne Roloson backing up. And their scratch player today is Igor Chernyshov. Playing for the Leafs on the first line, Alexander Burrows, Eric Lindros, and Lanny McDonald. On the second line is Andrew Ladd, Brock Nelson, and Todd Bertuzzi. On the third line, Zach Hyman, Vincent Danfus, and Glenn Murray. And on their fourth line, Bob Probert, Ken Linsman, and Mark Parrish. On defense, on the first pair is Josh Morrissey with Adam Foote. On the second pair, Ivan Provorov, Michael Kesselring. And on the third pair is Yusuf Valimaki with Tyler Myers. Starting in net is Dominik Hasek with Artur Silov backing up. And their scratch players tonight are Philip Kurashev, Vern Fiedler, and Sheldon Surrey.
The intensity only continues to ramp up as this series extends. Game 3 tonight here on the ice. James Cebulski here bringing you play-by-play on EA Sports. Oh, this building's electric and both teams are set to go. Every game critical in the postseason. This one no different, and we are underway. Picked up along the wall by Savard. Now over to Burrows. Takes it to the front. Oh, how did he stop that? What a save by Gustafsson. The Leafs gain possession of the puck here in the offensive end. St. Louis gets a hold of it. Tries to make that cross-ice feed. The Blues looking against the half wall. There's the collision. Oh, caught him with his head down. And a great save.
Sometimes when you have no time to think, you make these types of saves. I mean, there's no hesitation here, just simply reaction to be able to make it.
Goaltender covers it up, and we'll get a reset here.
Everything is exasperated in the playoffs, right? It's bigger, it's grander, and every single play matters. So when you listen to a hit like that, it sends a message, and it pulses throughout your entire team.
Lots of time left in this period. Still scoreless in this one. Off the draw, they take possession. We got a whistle as the puck's frozen. The Blues take possession off the faceoff. St. Louis looks to get things going now with the puck. Takes the feed at the back end. Toronto's got the puck. Feeds it across the ice to Bertuzzi.
Whoa.
And with that, I believe that's his first career playoff goal.
Well, it is, James, and it's going to feel pretty good because there's a lot of question marks around players who can't get it done in the playoffs, and he finds the back of the net. That's going to give him a big confidence boost to send him through the next game.
Jumps out to the quick 1-0 lead. And this is kind of what you talked about before the game, Cheryl. Good start.
Getting off to a good start is a big piece of the game. You want to make sure that you're urgent, you're aggressive, and you're not afraid to attack. When you get up one, you typically play freer.
From the right side, he goes to the middle of the neutral zone. The Blues gain possession. And that's picked off. Along the half wall with the puck. From one point man to another. Slides it across. Blocked, and he may have just stopped a goal.
I think he did, James. I mean, you got to protect the house, especially when it's a great threat shot like that, and he finds a way to get in front of that and quick.
Grabs the puck at center. Dumped in, and they'll go get some fresh legs. Takes a hit, he goes down to the ice, and coughs up the puck. The Leafs have it now. Puck picked up by Lindros. Through the neutral zone, up along the wing. Jumps up with the stop. Here in the corner, he grabs the puck. Carlson's got the puck in his own zone. St. Louis takes possession along the wall. And now it's grabbed by Valimaki. Tries to get it to Lindros. Across the line, down the left wall. And the puck skips away after that move.
Lindros is such a creative player. If he sees an opening, you know he's going to take it. He's an aggressive style player, and he tries to attack. But when he does it there, he loses the puck.
Sends it deep inside the offensive zone. Sends the pass in front. Great defensive play to pick off the pass. Dumps the puck in. Taken along the wall by McDonald. The Blues will play it in their own end. Receives the pass. Looks to get the puck over to Lindros. Gets the puck in deep. Picked up along the boards by Celebrini. Oh, we'll get some tired defenders as icing is the call.
Oh, that's an absolutely massive hit, James. These are the types of hits that can change the landscape of the game. The power of the legs right through the body. Lack of awareness there on the puck carrier.
Still lots of time left here in this frame. St. Louis has the 1-0 lead. Linsman's won the faceoff, and now let's see what they can do.
The pressure's on the defensive side of the puck, but they win it clean, and they have an opportunity right away with the tired group that they're playing against.
And that was read perfectly. What a play by Linsman. Fires it on net. Just wide. The Leafs gain control of the puck. And a nice save there as play continues. Stopped with ease. Puck is frozen, and we get a stoppage in play. More than half the period has gone by. Hope you're enjoying this one. The Blues lead it 1-0. They win the faceoff here in their own end and take possession. Whacks it into the offensive zone. St. Louis will play the puck from the corner. Big time stop there.
Well, the shooter's going to run out of real estate because he does a great job of getting out on top of the crease and taking away all the room. When you make yourself as big as possible, there's less holes in the net. Hasek's last save has to give this team some momentum. I mean, that's a point-blank chance that he's able to take away. Just very aggressive and assertive in his crease.
Teams are lined up, and we are ready to take this draw. Jenner's won the draw, and they'll look to set up. Tries to get the puck over to Ladd. Takes the shot. Denied by the blocker. The Blues gain control of the puck against the wall. Ref's arms in the air. We got a penalty coming up. There's the whistle, and here's the call. Ladd's been flagged for cross-checking.
Not a great penalty to take. I mean, you're down a goal. You're trying to fight to get back in this game, and now you find yourself shorthanded. Face-off here just moments away. It's our first opportunity to look at the power play unit here. Well, they've earned their first power play of the game. A tone setter right here and an opportunity to look at the coverage on the setup.
St. Louis will play it from behind the net. Celebrini's gaining momentum. Shot! And makes the save.
Hasek's made a great save, and even better is the redirect to the corner.
Point-to-point pass. Glove side save. The Leafs have the puck now. Slides it across to Linsman. Good reach to the stick to knock the puck away. Ehlers picking up steam. handles the pass. With the stop. Trying to clear. And that's one way to help kill off this penalty as they get the puck out, Cheryl.
Well, when you're on the PK unit, you have to be able to anticipate. They do just that. They're able to retrieve the puck and fire it down the ice. Makes no mistake on the clear, James. Hard and heavy on the stick.
St. Louis gains a hold of the puck against the boards. And he feeds it down to McCabe. The Blues get nothing here on this power play. We're back to even strength.
Well, everyone is up. The coach knows exactly what the PK unit had to do, and they got out there, they were responsible, and they took care of business.
Takes a shot, and he makes the save. Takes a shot, and they'll cover it up, forcing a stoppage in play.
This is a timely hit here, James. He knows they're down, they're trailing in this one, but they are not out of it. So if everyone can elicit some sort of response on their next shift, they can rally the troops and they can get back in this thing.
Here in the late goings of the period, 1-0 the score. The Blues win the draw. Makes his presence known on the ice. Here's an odd-man rush. The Leafs have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Tries to feed it over to Murray. Toronto's on the attack. Here's a shot. Denies him on the one-timer. Oh, what reaction. Shuts him down. Tough battle along the boards. St. Louis takes hold of the puck. Good stand-up hit. Jenner's got the puck. Sends the pass down low. Grabbed along the board by Crozier. Oh, one of his teammates was right in the shooting lane there. Moves inside.
There we go, Eric Lindros.
First career playoff goal, and he'll take it.
He will, James, because the playoffs is just a different beast. It's not regular season anymore. You want to be an impact player. You want to make a difference, and he does tonight. Well, this is a fantastic shot that beats the goaltender clean and hits the post. Doesn't come out, redirects right back in. That's a fortuitous bounce for the shooter.
Toronto's evened it up right before the end of the first period. So what becomes the message now in the locker room, Cheryl?
Well, you want to start the second the way you finish the first, right? And I think that's the pivotal thing is you want to make sure that you have urgency right from puck drop. And sometimes you don't want that break, James, because you're coming off of a shift. You scored a goal. You want to keep it going.
Puck scooped up by Bertuzzi. And he's got that one. The Blues get a hold of the puck along the boards. St. Louis jumps into the offensive end and goes on the attack. Feeds the puck across to Nelson. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Ladd. And that's deflected. Jostled off the puck. Oh, excellent play and goal there. Quick pass across to McCabe. The Blues played along the boards. That's intercepted. And he takes the dish. And that goes wide of everything. St. Louis has it in the defensive end. Quick shot. Well, the play might come to an end for a few minutes at the end of this period, but the coaching never stops. I'm sure there'll be a few messages and a few words, and we'll be back with period number 2 in no time.
Overall, good period for the Leafs. They had more chances, had possession more, killed the penalty, can't complain, and then in the end they tied it up. So let's hope they can get this go-ahead goal in the second.
Put your twos up because the second period's about to go down. Here we go, and they've started playing the second period, and it's still anyone's game. All right, Cheryl, we've seen already one period played in this one. How do you assess this?
The Blues have had zero offensive production in this game. They've been on their heels, and really their opponent is taking it to them. Their goaltender's been strong, and it's a reason this game is still tied.
Oh, smart heads-up play to poke that one away. And there's the whistle icing the call.
McDonald's been playing unbelievable. I mean, such a ton of confidence. He's on this point streak run. And anytime the coach looks down the bench and they need offense, they're going to him. Why wouldn't you?
The Leafs win it. And he sacrifices his body to block the shot. Puts a little mustard on the hit to knock the puck loose. Ehlers setting up against the wall. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. Here's a chance in front. And a new pass. And that shot's blocked. Through center along the wing. Puts it on net. Oh, off the post.
St. Louis has been aggressive on the puck, opening up lanes and getting shot chances, but unable to execute. Hitting multiple posts in this game has got to be frustrating, James.
Taken by Cousins. They fight for it along the boards. The Leafs have it against the wall. And the traffic jam in front blocks the shot. And the Tendy's going to hang on and get a whistle here and a reset, much needed one at that.
Oh, yeah, I mean, they have just been taken control of in their own zone, James, and they needed this reset. They needed the goaltender to pounce on that puck. They can all collect themselves and get a line change.
Here's a short pass to Perfetti. Streaking through center, they go on the attack. What a block as he lays out, and I'm sure he'll feel that one. St. Louis gains a hold of it. From the defensive zone, they move the puck around. Cousins plays it now. Quick feed to McCabe. Toronto's got possession at center. St. Louis has it near the wall. Sends it over to Cousins. St. Louis plays it along the wall. They've got numbers here. Toronto's got it in their own zone. Gets the puck in deep. The Blues gain possession along the wall. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. Toronto's looking to break out of their own end. Both sides digging in for that puck along the wall. Steps into the offensive end. Stopped by the goaltender.
Great positioning by the goaltender to redirect it to the corner, getting it out of danger.
And that caroms off a body in traffic. And that's poked away by Hyman. Takes the puck. Fires it on net. Too much congestion in front. Score!
Oh, Lanny McDonald
And goal puts them in front.
bats it out of the air.
To happen, James. They've been closing on the puck quickly. You sense an upward trajectory as this game's progressed, and they find the back of the net. I absolutely love this goal, James, because it's the attention to detail, eyes on the prize, just showing how dialed in you are to be able to have that hand-eye coordination and put that puck in the net.
The Leafs are finding that little extra pep in their step here in the second period and have taken a one-goal lead as a result.
Well, they break the deadlock, and that's huge. Now you're playing in front, but I think this face-off and the shift that ensues is critical, James. Now you got your opponent right where you want him. You're back on their heels. Take advantage and try and get another one.
Reaches out and uses the stick. Skates across the blue line. Here's a chance. Beats the goalie, but can't beat the post.
The Blues are trying to shrink their deficit in this game. They're playing aggressive in the offensive zone, and they just wire one off the post as they try and claw their way back in.
The Leafs scoop it up along the boards. St. Louis has possession of the puck in the offensive end. Oh, and he missed the net. What a chance.
Well, you can work all game to get this look, James. So when you get that opportunity, you at the very least have to hit the net. He misses wide, and he cannot believe it.
The Leafs gain possession. Probert's got it in the defensive end. Here we go. On-man rush here. Oh, I thought he had the corner and just missed.
Well, it looked like he did. You can just see that inside leg just bear down, the bottom hand as well, but he's unable to convert.
Passes on over to Carlson. Broken up at center by Probert. The Blues get a hold of the puck in their own end. Scooped up along the wall by O'Connor. There's the whistle. We'll get a face-off after the goalie covers up.
Carlson's done all the work to get to the look he wants, but unfortunately he just misses the mark by inches and puts it off the post.
The Leafs are checking all the boxes tonight. More shots, more goals, and they lead in the second. Toronto's taken possession in their own end. Puck moved over to Morrissey. Slides into Foot. On the attack into the offensive end, right up the gut. Feeds it down low. Picked up along the wall by Nelson. Fires it. Denies him. He got all of it. Enters the offensive zone from the left. Great presence on the ice to knock that down. Oh, excellent use of the stick as he knocks that one away. Oh, and a misfire as that goes right out of the zone. How did he stop that one?
Well, a grade A scoring chance taken away from the inner slot because he's so aggressive and gets to the top of his crease.
And that's a great heads up in the defensive zone to force the turnover.
When you're trailing in a game, sometimes you try and do too much. You're overly aggressive, and you try and do a high-risk, high-reward play, and that's exactly what happens here. Unfortunately, it goes the other way.
With possession along the wall. No quarter given here as they battle for the loose puck along the boards. And a great save! Murray's moving the puck through his own zone. Dumps it in. The Blues have it now. Moves it to Jenner. Through center. And offside. We'll get a reset here.
Plastics found his rhythm here, James. Looking real nice in his crease, the way he's moving, taking away a huge opportunity for his opponent with that high-danger save.
Toronto's up for good reason. They have been the more complete team offensively, which is why they lead late in the second. Cousins takes possession after that center ice face-off. And they'll go the other way with it. Great play by Lindros. Too much traffic in the lane. Now into the offensive zone from the right side. Handles the puck. Toronto's got it in their own zone. Here's a shot. Denies him with the save. Taken along the wall by McDonald. Oh, spectacular save on the play.
Well, he has been under siege, and I'm loving his compete level. I mean, he's making consecutive saves, one after another.
And a solid save there as we play on. Moves it quickly over to Lindros. There's the whistle as the play was offside. Here in the later stages of this period, Toronto's got a slim lead. They lead it 2-1. And off the draw, they take the puck. From the left side, they enter the attacking zone.
Oh, Vincent Danfus.
His first goal of the postseason ever, and he'll take it.
It's much needed too, James. You get to the playoffs, you want to make sure that your teammates have trust in you and you have trust in yourself because you want to be an impact player. That's a nice start. Well, instinctually, he knows that he needs to elevate this puck based on the goaltender's positioning here, James, and he gets it up in a hurry on the backhand and just fools the goaltender. You can see the frustration on the coach behind the bench here. His team didn't come ready to play, and nothing he says or does makes a difference right now.
The Leafs deliver an absolute backbreaker with that goal here late in the second.
Well, it certainly adds a buffer to that one-goal lead, doesn't it? And it certainly changes the mind frame. What it can't change is the way that they're playing. They got to keep the foot on the gas here and get themselves to the intermission.
Toronto's got the puck along the wall. St. Louis has possession of it now. Puck dumped in. And he takes the feed. They put the puck into the offensive end. Moves the pass in front. And that's stopped. And he shuts the door again. Tosses it to O'Connor. Toronto's got control of the puck. Oh, and he completely muffs the shot. They've got some momentum here. Great use of the stick to poke it away. Huge steal in his own end. Well, there's the horn, and that means 2 periods down. And there's still a critical third to play. Looking forward to this one. Third period action is coming up.
Another solid period by the Leafs. Let's hope they can keep this up and maintain the lead.
Welcome back to EA Sports, your home for all things hockey. Sabalski, pounder, and here comes the third. And this one's underway here in the third. Cheryl, 40 minutes in the books now played. How do you view this one?
St. Louis is trailing, but they can't get frustrated. They're doing all of the little things well, in particular in the offensive zone where they're generating a ton of scoring chances, James. The only thing that I would look to do is try and get to the interior of the ice a little bit more, because this hot goaltender is seeing everything.
There's the whistle stopping the play and get a better sense of what happened down there.
Let's have another look at that hit there, James. I mean, he looks shaken up. Ehlers is definitely going to miss a portion of this game as he heads down the tunnel, and he's grabbing his arm, James, and he is in some pain, so this is not a good sign. And this is going to be a tough loss as if he doesn't return to the game.
Yeah, and you know what? He's a warrior, right? And to see him in that much pain right now heading to the tunnel, that's a clear concern. The Leafs have put a lot of pucks on net, and as a result, they lead it early in this third period.
He's going to have to keep his head up, James. I mean, he caused that injury, our hometown player, and the crowd is frustrated, and they're booing every time he touches the puck.
Quick pass to McDonough. Shot! Stopped by the goaltender.
I don't think we talk often enough about the skill of balance on your edges. I mean, he is able to manipulate because he is so strong, and he's able to hold on to the puck even though the defenders are right on him.
Oh, and he steps up with the glove to stop that one.
Lindros has had multiple scoring chances and good looks in this game. Finally drops it. You can certainly tell that he's happy about that one. I just love his game overall, though. He's been dominating in terms of offensive numbers, just the way he's handled the puck, the way he's just been a magician in and around the net to create his own space, and he finally gets rewarded for it.
Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. Been a pretty good offensive display, at least for one side. 3-1 is where we sit. St. Louis has taken possession off the draw on their own end. With some open space at center. And they'll dump it in. Toronto's got a hold of it along the wall. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. The Blues have it from their own end. Slides the puck over. The Leafs take possession in the neutral zone. The Blues carry it along the wall. Works it across to Nelson. Here they come up along the wing. The Blues take possession in the defensive end. Fires it into the offensive zone. Toronto's got a hold of it against the wall. Pass back to the point. And too much traffic in front blocks that one. The Blues pick up the puck here in the neutral zone. Broken up with a little physicality. Toronto's got the puck along the wall. Through the neutral zone and along the boards, here they come. Tried to get too cute with it and loses possession.
Oh, I know what he was trying to do there, James. He thought he had it with that move, but he created some space for himself, but unfortunately loses the handle and it dies on his stick.
Here's a short pass to Lindros. And he loses control here. Throws it in. The Leafs take over on possession. They try to maintain possession inside the defensive zone. Quick feed to Hyman. Toronto's got the puck against the half wall. And that's intercepted in the defensive end. Here we go. Puck's in deep. Toronto's got possession of the puck. The Leafs look to start the transition game. Moves the puck to the attacking area. The Blues gain control of it. Slides it diagonally to Jenner. Great defensive effort with the stick. Oh, and some smooth skating to lose the defender there. Takes the puck behind the net. Great defensive effort breaking up the pass. Dishes it off. Scores! It's in the back of the net. And it comes from an unlikely source because that's his first career playoff goal.
Well, he's been relentless, James, in his playoffs, and you know what? He's found a way to find the back of the net. That's going to be a huge confidence boost for himself and his teammates.
one-goal game.
They're hunting and they're pounding because they want it. You can feel it. It's the energy that's coming off of the bench. You know that the coach is talking about retrieval and owning and possessing the puck. They did that on that last goal.
Perfetti's got it into offensive territory. Takes the feed. And now it's over to Ladd. Shot, and that one's denied. St. Louis gains a hold of the puck against the boards. Sends it in deep. The Leafs get a hold of the puck. Angles it over to McDonald. Fires it, and it's stopped by the glove. Nice play there. Gustafson's got the puck, and he's going to hang on. The Leafs have been the aggressor offensively tonight as they continue to lead in the third. Linsman's got it, and they'll go on the attack here in the offensive zone. And he was locked in on that save as play continues.
Gustafson's in such great position. He's able to redirect that puck to safety right to the corner.
Toronto's got the puck against the boards. There's the puck in the corner. Takes a shot. Oh, solid save by Gustafson. Well past the midway mark of this period, Toronto's hanging on to this 3-2 lead. Celebrini's won the faceoff. Moves it to Prober. With the blast! Nice save off the tender's pad. Good battle along the boards for the puck. Big hit, and that frees up possession. Jostling for the puck, and he loses control. The Leafs have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Moves it quickly over to Kesselring. Looking to set up offensively. Carlson's taking it from his own end. Just a great defensive read there. Oh, my! Oh, and he comes up with a big stop there. There's the whistle. Let's see what the referee saw. And coach is looking for an explanation here from the official.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting the refs here because he wants to know why his team is being penalized more often, and it's clearly having a factor in the game.
Another power play opportunity coming up here as they set up at the faceoff.
Well, a timely power play at this juncture of the game, James, to even it up. This is huge for this power play. Your big stars, they need to shine.
Tries to feed it over to Morrissey. The Leafs take it across the line. Sent into the offensive zone.
Gotta love these moments within a game, James. It's tight. The game really hasn't opened up. You gotta play free, but you have to play responsible as well.
Puts it in deep. St. Louis has it near the wall. The Blues move the puck in the defensive zone. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Comes up with the stop. Toronto's going to be able to kill a few seconds off now with the puck.
Well, you're leading late in the game. You've got to find a way to kill the clock. You know what the best thing is to do? Make sure it's not in your zone. That takes the pressure off, and that's a smart dump right there.
Cousins has the puck against the half wall. And we'll get the whistle after the goaltender hangs on.
Let's have a look at that last hit. I mean, that was absolutely huge, James. You know that this is a momentum changer. You can see the bench erupt with that one. Ehlers' injury has ruled him out for the remainder of this game. We just received confirmation, James, and this is a real tough blow when you hear it from the medical staff. I mean, he's got to be feeling it, extremely frustrated now. What do you do with the lineup?
Well, unfortunate news, but at least it provides clarity for the coaching staff one way or another going forward. The Blues take it along the wall. St. Louis fails to score in the power play, and a real squandered opportunity to seize control of this game.
Well, they're going to continue to trail here because they weren't able to get the equalizer on the power play. A missed opportunity, and really, timing is everything, so they'll have to figure out a way to dictate pace and get back on the board. The Blues win the defensive zone faceoff.
St. Louis has it behind the net. Quick pass to Carlson. Takes the feed from the wing. Moves it to the middle. Picked off in front. Sends the cross-ice pass. St. Louis has it in their own zone. The Leafs get a hold of the puck in the open ice. Oh, and he tracks it perfectly in the offensive end. And that's taken by the defense.
Sometimes when you're winning, you get overconfident and try and overhandle the puck, and this is what follows, a turnover. Coach isn't going to be very happy. You got to game manage, you got to puck manage, and you got to make sure you make the correct play. Sometimes simple is better.
Toronto's got it against the boards. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Denies him in front.
Gustafson's been a perfect example of how it's quality over quantity and recognizing the key timeliness to making a big save and how it can be such an energy booster and momentum swinger for your team. I mean, he has been on point tonight. He has been dialed in, and he has really controlled his crease.
The Leafs are looking to protect the lead here late in this third period as they have been the dominant offensive club. And they take possession here inside the offensive zone. Picked up along the boards by Morrissey. And he takes the feed. Toronto's got a hold of the puck. The Leafs take it along the wing. Battling for it along the boards. The Blues will play it in their own end. And that's stolen by Nelson. The Blues gain possession in their own end. Puck grab by Jenner. And there's the save. St. Louis trailing here has pulled the goaltender, and the extra attacker's now out on the ice. And he gives it over to McCabe. Intercepted at center, fires it down the ice.
Oh, Andrew Ladd with the empty netter.
And with that, I believe that's his first career playoff goal.
Well, it is, James, and it's going to feel pretty good because there's a lot of question marks around players who can't get it done in the playoffs, and he finds the back of the net. That's going to give him a big confidence boost to send him through the next game. But you can see the body language on them, James, the dying moments of the game, and they're able to get the empty net goal. Everyone can take a deep breath here, as that should do it.
Both teams readying here for the face-off. That's all she wrote from this one tonight. 3-0 lead. There's still one more game to go, but this feels over right now.
Yeah, it feels over, but it isn't. I mean, there have been comebacks of this nature, James, so you know that the coaching staff will be preaching, listen, let's continue to do what we've been doing all series long. We've had good habits. We've really owned play. Now it's about really finishing, but we've got to do it now.
Well, hopefully you're just as excited as we are to call the next postseason game down the road, and we will see you then. From all of us here at EA Sports, thanks for joining us.
Great game for the Leafs as they outshoot St. Louis 31-18, hit them 46-27. Had more time to attack, better passing percentage. St. Louis won the faceoff 16-13, and St. Louis got the only two power plays, going 0 for 2. For the box scores for Toronto, you had McDonald and Danfus with a goal and assist each, Lindros with a goal, Bertuzzi, Valimaki, Hyman with assists, Andrew Ladd with a goal, and Myers with an assist. And Hasek made 16 saves on 18 shots, 2 goals allowed for an .889 save percentage. For St. Louis, you had O'Connor with a goal, Hodge with a goal, Raffetti and O'Ree with assists. And Gustafson made 27 saves on 30 shots, 3 goals allowed for a .900 save percentage. And with the win, the Leafs now take a 3-0 series lead. So remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss Game 4, as the Leafs go for the sweep against the St. Louis Blues.